have an announcement. So, something important happened, and that's what I remembered that topic I forgot in my last video, and that was jaw position. Because I see a lot of people, like the over or under bite, your teeth should be touching together, and your tongue should be on the roof of your mouth for like optimal breathing and like optimal sinus cavity development. Because if your sinus cavities aren't developed well, you're gonna have a whole bunch of breathing issues and like a whole bunch of allergy problems, and your brain isn't gonna have that extra space to grow properly. So the main topic of today's video is primal diet and mental health. So I think without a doubt, the main reason I'm personally sticking to the primal diet is just because the wonders it worked on me mentally. And so basically the reasoning behind why I think it was entirely diet that helped cure me of depression and anxiety and just like vast social retardation is when you're in a ketogenic state, your brain is more in a GABAergic state, which is inhibitory, as opposed to a glutamergic state when it's running on glutamate, which is more excitatory, which is a result of like eating carbs and whatnot. So that, and like in conjunction with just like actually striving to be in ketosis for maybe the first 6 months I was doing this diet, like I wasn't doing any type of vegetables, any type of fruit. I feel like that really helped expedite the process of like healing myself mentally. And apart from that, the fact that I was like finally giving my body the nutrition that it really required after all these years helped speed that up. I'm sure you could have like, you might be able to achieve the same thing on like regular keto or cooked carnivore, but I'm almost 100% willing to bet that like it would take longer, just because you're not able to tap into like all those nutrients in their most bioreadily available forms, so that you're able to heal your gut faster, you're able to nourish your body quicker, and just like everything goes from like being fucked to like being repaired in the brain. And then like once you get the body repairing at that same rate, you're normal. You become normal. Look at me, guys. I'm normal now. But yeah, so if anybody's looking into doing this diet solely for mental health benefits, I would definitely recommend just doing like I'm pretty sure I mentioned this in the last video too, that when it came to seasoning, like meat and water, like that's all you need. And like actually focus on being in ketosis. Like don't do any honey, don't do any fruit yet. Just like focus on putting your brain into that like GABAergic state. So like everything's calm, you're chill, you're running off of like serotonin instead of dopamine. Like you got to do the baby steps, and you got to start those baby steps from like the key points in the body. The main one being the brain, obviously, and the second one that's just as important, but you know, the brain's where it's all happening, but the gut and you know, that vagus nerve connection is where it's all at. So if you're able to like fix any like gut wall permeability and just like recolonize your intestines with the necessary bacteria that you need to like just thrive happily, stick to the meat. You know, do that for 3 months. Just do like your meat, your organs, eggs, water for hydration. I wouldn't incorporate dairy yet, apart from anything like say butter or heavy cream, just because that little bit of lactase in milk. But after that 3-month period, gauge how you're feeling in relation to how you were like 3 months ago. If you feel like you could still be better, which you still will be getting better the longer you're on this diet, but just not as quick if you're just doing like solely meat, throw in some dairy, and I guess eventually from that point, you know, reassess yourself, maybe like 3 months, and then start like juicing or eating fruit for hydration, and you're set. Trying to think. Wow, that just like came off the tongue. That was like however many minutes of just nonstop fucking rambling. But yeah, jaw position, not this, Teeth together, tongue on top. If you're doing the diet for mental health, stick to raw meat, raw organs, raw eggs, and water for like the first 3 months. Focus on being in ketosis. Let that GABA fucking wash your brain out. Let the raw meat heal your fucking gut. You'll be feeling better than you ever have in your entire life. I want to say I can guarantee you, but maybe some of you did drugs that, like, you know. But yeah, trying to think of what other little things I can ramble about in the meantime, because I literally can't see, oh wow, it's only like 6 minutes. But yeah, just focus on the raw meat. Like, I know I mentioned it briefly, but if you can't stomach it, if you're being a little wuss baby, just do it cooked. You'll get the same results eventually. Not as quick as raw, but I'm sure that just like... So that's actually an interesting point, because I've done like keto for a while. Like, I would always cycle in and out of keto and like using carbs as energy back when I was like lifting heavily. But never did I feel like I was truly experiencing the benefits of being in that GABAergic state. And also when I was fasting, like when you're fasting, you're, you know, in a state of fucking ketosis. So I think I started to notice that there, but it never gave me like the full effects of how I feel today. And I think that's because like I wasn't implementing like the proper nutrition that I needed to like really fix everything in my body, you know? Like, you can only get so far by like washing everything out. You need to eventually go back in and patch it all up. So that's like the conjunction of like keto and raw foods. In regards to mental health, yeah, I feel like the little summaries I do at the end of the video are better than like the actual video itself. So maybe I'm just gonna start doing like 45-second long clips. I'll do like a whole video, but I'll just use like the last like minute. Yeah, so today's my second to last day in Poland. Gonna be back home Friday. We're leaving at 2 a.m. to get to the airport by 6. It's gonna be fun, guys. Got a layover in fucking Munich, like 16 hours of travel. Haha. Oh man. Yeah, I'm excited to be back home. I got 3 pounds of raw butter waiting for me. I'm gonna go to town on that. I miss beef more than fucking anything right now. Like, pork and duck was fine, but god damn, am I just gonna go to town on ground beef when I'm home. I'm genuinely rambling at this point, but I've been not hesitating. I've just been a fucking bum in making this video, just because like the weather hasn't really been cooperating, and I don't have a cool bathtub to shoot videos in, and you know, showers rarely cooperate. But I finally did it. It's out there. I genuinely have like a ever-growing list of topics. So, you know, those videos will come out when I have motivation back home. Haha. All right. Thank you for joining me. I love you all. Cut down a power line, plant a tree. I will see you all next time.